Good afternoon. It's Sunday, 28th of June 2020, and we've had some great weather over the last week, but then we got a storm Friday, thunder and lightning, and then the weather changed to this. It's kind of showers, windy, and a bit sunshine, then a bit overcast again. But I'm just on my way, just have a couple of miles down the derwent walk. See how many people's out. Two women in front of us there, but we'll see how it goes. I actually came out yesterday, done a little bit of filming, but it was that bad. I didn't bother putting it on YouTube or nothing. It was the rain and that turned horrendous, so I spoiled the whole thing. So and I didn't get very far. I turned around because it got that bad. So you can probably hear the wind on the microphone. I'm trying to hide the mic, if you like. But it's pretty difficult. There's two mics on this camera, one on the bottom, one on the front. So derwent walk entrance is just ahead anyway. There we go. This is the entrance of derwent walk. As many people know, it's just at the end of my street, and you can walk for miles on here all the way to the metro centre, which is about 14 mile, I think. I have walked there a couple of times to the metro centre and back last year. Never got much walking done this year for different various reasons, weather and things. So and then obviously we're locked down and what have you. But it's dry on here, with just little patches of rain here and there, but obviously there's a lot of trees for to keep it covered. But it does get opened out later on, so we'll see what it's like further down the track. This is as far as I got yesterday, which is basically only about half a mile down the track. I stopped here and it started to really come down heavy, the rain. So I made that decision to turn back. You can probably hear how strong the wind is in the trees, and probably actually see them waving about in the wind. But actually on the track it's okay because it's quite sheltered. But I'm more prepared today than what I was yesterday. I've got me Berghaus waterproofs on. Well, jacket, not trousers. Bit too warm for that. So my plan is maybe get to the railway station or the ramp. Obviously railway station comes first, and I'll see what it's like when we get there, because at that point it opens out, and I don't think I'll get much video made at that point. This is a golf course on the right hand side here, and there's still people playing golf anyway. Don't know if you can see, there's a guy just through the trees there, just about to take his swing. So the weather hasn't put them off playing golf anyway. There's two of them together, but as I say, it's sheltered behind these bushes, so there he goes anyway. So yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on the weather and see what's like. I'm not worried if it rains, because I'm wrapped up for it today, but obviously if it's a wind, there's a lot of wind, it's a waste of time. I don't know if I mentioned, but this is a new estate called Woodlands Estate, in that big building in the background there's Shotley Bridge Hospital, which is only minor injuries hospital now. But I've heard they're going to pull it down and build another one up in the top end of Concert, up by Morrison somewhere. But that's just hearsay, I'm not sure at the moment. You never get sick of looking at these old bridges come arches. There's 4 or 5 of them down the Don't Walk. And the construction was brilliant, really good. Obviously been there many years now, but yeah, well, very handy place to walk, and it's right on the doorstep, so you can't grumble at that. I think we're very lucky for where we live, when we live round here. You know, we've got this in the down the River Derwent, and we've also got the coast to coast track as well, which is a long one. And there's another arch just coming up, and the railway station is just another 100 metres up from this, so that's about 1.5 miles from my place. And that's me through the arch. I actually turned the camera off because there was a woman approaching us with a baby. So and there's the next one just ahead, just before you get to the railway station. And now at this point it's quite good. It's a bit open, but we're on an embankment like you would normally see on a railway line, so the wind tends to blow over the top of your head. Just approaching the arch and the railway station. I wanted to say that I'm not sure if I've said this coming along here, but there's government talks about putting a new railway line back in here, all the way to the metro centre. So talks about putting a metro train in, which means that we would lose our walk, of course. So there seems to be a lot of people said they would like the idea. We'll have to see if the proposal goes ahead. Obviously I'm in a bit of an open space now, so we're getting quite a bit of wind, so I'm not going to talk at this point too much. But this would have been the railway station. This was the railway station. So you can imagine people stood here many, many years ago waiting for a train to go to Swarwell, and I think went to Newcastle actually, originally. And there's a quick little bit of information. Half a million passengers a year, as well as timber, bricks and coal. Look at the old guys up on top of there, looking over the top of the bridge. Aye, how times have changed. So, who knows? Another couple of years' time we could have trains running up and down here again. Be a lot of construction work because there's quite a few places where they took the bridges out. And obviously all them would have to be put back in again, so it would be a big job. I would imagine a few years work to do the job. So here's a little demonstration of how far places are down the road. So anyway, so far I said I might go to the railway station or the ramp. It seems okay for now, so I'll carry on till I get to the ramp at least. There's something else I wanted to mention. I've just bought a new bit of kit for kind of an extension of me walking. I've just bought the latest drone, from DJI. So that's 3 I've got. I know 1 or 2 people that watch me videos has actually seen me drones, but this is the new one. I got it yesterday, so I haven't flew it yet, naturally, not in this weather, but I'll be taking it with us on future walks. Not all the time, of course, but I'll be taking it with us and see what kind of good footage we can get from it. Sure, I'll bring some new exciting news and pictures to the channel. There's a little view of the open countryside. I kind of came out the bushes and out the trees into a bit of open space. It's absolutely beautiful here. There's a good view up the other side. So where them 2 people is in front, a couple of 100 metres in front of them is the ramp. It's very windy now. So yeah, I think it'll be just to the ramp and back, I think. Top of the ramp. And this is the ramp. I'm just walking up the ramp and going to app on my phone. It's 2.27 miles to here. So it's not bad in this weather, I suppose. And there's a road goes over here. So getting stronger as you get further along, but once we turn a point in November. Back down the ramp, listen to the difference in how quiet it is here to up there. Now we're sheltered by the bushes and everything. Makes a hell of a difference. So get back and get something to eat. Only had breakfast today so far. Somebody just said people's come past. Well, I'm back at the railway station. I'm just about to pass under the first arch, going back out to 3. This bit here, just out there, was very, very windy. I couldn't make any video clip there, wouldn't have heard a thing. So I just waited till I got a bit closer and it died off. Now we're in the embankment again, so it doesn't affect the microphone. But lots of people on the Derwent walk today. Much more than I expected. I've got a few people come towards us now, so anyway. It's been okay, that's the main thing. There's quite a few deer often appears in this area. When it's winter time, before the bushes and trees get thick of leaves, you can often see 1 or 2 going around. They're a lot more difficult to spot at the moment. I haven't even seen a squirrel today. And you generally see a few of them hopping across the walk in front of you. I must admit, like, I've seen them a lot more further down than where I went today. But well, if you look at some of the other videos, you'll see some of the deer and things that I've shot while I've been walking down here. Caught them on my camcorder and stuff like that. Quite warm. At least I'm being sheltered from bits of drizzle that we've got, so it's not too bad. There's a little blackbird just there with a worm in its mouth. Must have a little nest round here with chicks somewhere. Could be anywhere, like, of course. But yeah, that's one thing. You quite often see some good wildlife down here. on the doorstep. And this is the last arch for today. After this it kind of opens out to the new estate I mentioned in the hospital, and then after that is the end of the derwent walk. So it's been okay. Getting hungry now, so it was a nice way to build myself up for me tea. It'll be tea now, like, rather than dinner, but not sure what to make yet, but I'll think of something when I get in. Got plenty of stuff in there. So yeah, lots of people. There's one coming up in a bright yellow jacket. More than I've seen for quite some time, actually. First few weeks of the lockdown there was basically nobody here, just a very odd one. It's now starting to get back to its normal self. Back to the place I got to yesterday. There's a few fallen trees went down in there, and it goes way through. I think at some point I might try coming here with a metal detector, just see if I find anything down there, or further around the bend. I don't know, we'll have a look one time. So not long now, another half a mile, and then that'll be the end of this walk for the day. I might cut through the cemetery on the way back, I think, just for a change. This gate up ahead is the end of the derwent walk. The path still carries on, but it's kind of no longer built up by bushes and trees, and path still goes on right away up through Concert and away over to Wascally and beyond. So that's me leaving the main part of the derwent walk for us here. So cemetery's just around the corner, so I'm gonna just pop through there and come out at the far end. Then that'll be the end of that for the day. So this is a cemetery behind this fence, and there's a little gate here which reminds you to keep your dogs under control and keep the place clean. Shut the gate after you, of course. So that's it. I follow this path around and there's a cemetery. This is Black Hill Cemetery in Concert. A lot of graves, like. Lots and lots. People can come in their cars and park close by. As you can see, there's one here. I presume it belongs to that woman over there, or this guy over here, I'm not sure. But there's nobody in it at the moment anyway. It actually, that car belonged to the woman. The guy was just walking to get some water, and the woman was tidying up a couple of graves actually. There she is down there in the pink top, and I noticed there was a handbag on the passenger seat, so obviously that was hers. This is the early days of the cemetery. Tell by the age of the gravestones and how they look. I don't want to film any names or anything because YouTube doesn't like that, and you get your video kicked off for that sort of thing. Again. So anyway, I'm just going to make that do for now. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know there's not much left, but That's if you watch this tonight, of course. And stay safe. We'll see you again. Thanks very much. Bye for now.